We were clubbing in Mongolia. Clubbing in Mongolia. What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Erica Switzer, with another edition of my vlog. So today I want to tell you a little bit more about my very first comedy festival. And this was totally unexpected, but this was an amazing time. So I had already been 2 years plus into my comedy career and figured it was about that time to start branching out. Well, it just so happens that some producers, some showrunners, club owners in Mongolia, of all places, were putting on their very first Silk Road International Comedy Festival. And I figured, I'm fearless right now, it's close to my birthday, I'm gonna go ahead and get in front of my fear, send them a video.
I am a deep-voiced lady, as you can tell, and my coworkers like telling me, you got that phone sex voice going on. But that's not what you want at 8 a.m. when you're trying to tell your third graders, please turn to page 56.
So I went ahead and I sent them one of my sets and was wearing the same getup and all that. It was my birthday last year, so I was feeling myself, and I wound up having a really good set, and I wanted to show off that video. And within a couple of weeks, I got the nod. One of the guys called me, well, he sent me in a WeChat message, and he said, Erica, you're going to be the first Black comedian to perform in Mongolia. And I was like, word? History, son? Like, me? Yes. So that was pretty amazing. But then the next step was to even get up there. So I went ahead and I took a flight. It was about a 4-hour flight from Shanghai to Ulaanbaatar, the capital city. And you ever heard of the Gobi Desert? The Gobi Desert is the largest desert in the world. It is expansive. It is huge. You can see it from space. And I recall just looking down while I was on the plane, just looking down and being like, it's still going. Dang. But it was gorgeous. It was a magnificent view. Got there, touched down, got picked up from the airport by a young comic who reiterated to me this fun fact. I found out that the average age of a person in Mongolia is 27. 27. And they love rap music there. We were in the van on the way to the spot, listening to Kendrick, Drake, everything. And they knew the lyrics by heart. So I was sitting there like, I kind of feel like I'm at home. I almost started to feel a little homesick, I don't know. Nevertheless, got there, linked up with my homies from the Shanghai scene who also made it, and a buddy from Beijing who made it. And we had an amazing time. The first night, after we were all chilling and kicking it at our Airbnb, we went ahead on to dinner. We checked out the comedy club itself. UB Comedy Club, the first comedy club in Mongolia. And we're kicking it with one of the founders of the club, Bata. Good dude. Zolo, good dude. Amazing time, amazing host. Showed us around, took exceptional care of us. It was such a great 4 days. Checking out the club, knowing Bata's story behind the club, that the original club had curtains that he would iron out on his parents' bed. That's building something beautiful and big from the ground up. And that's beautiful, commemorative UB Comedy keychain. Look at that. From the original curtain. It just brings me back to a beautiful point in time, man. That's so cool. I hadn't got a chance to tour around and look at the club, to get a feel for the stage, to hear the sound. to hear the songs that we picked to walk out to. And my walkout song, Energy by Big Crit. It gets you hyped. Then I chose a backup song for Another Night, Bubbling by Anderson .Paak. I like that high energy music to walk out to, you know? That's what I like to do. I like to do that rapid fire style. And so I think my comedy kind of mirrors that.
You like the hair? You guys like the hair? It's a little wild and crazy. That's the other reason I'm here. This is really 100% Mongolian yak ass.
It's such a crowning moment. I never imagined. You couldn't have told me. I would have never imagined that I'd be on the other side of the world enjoying rap music in a comedy venue with people that don't look like me but share common passions for music, food, culture, comedy. Just beautiful. We had a showcase Saturday night that mixed things up between the local Mongolian comics and the English comics. And I got chosen to close that Saturday night show, and I was thinking, because I suffer from anxiety and panic, and it's been a struggle for me even with comedy. I feel like comedy forces me to get over that and to be fearless and live in the moment. And I came into it, I was like, I got my little custom made white kimono dress, you know, got my hair done up kind of like this, got my Fenty on, got my jokes, I'm about to do this, I got 15 minutes, I know what my jokes are, I'm about to do this. And as the lineup kept going, people kept doing really well, I'm like, yeah, good for them, good for them. One of my buddies got sick backstage, and I was like, oh shit, you gonna be all right, bro? But he actually made it. He went up, he did his set, and even though he was sick, he still hit some of his finest jokes. It was a great moment, but he had to hurry back to the Airbnb, and I felt bad for him for the rest of the night. And then homegirl gets up on stage, one of our locals from Shanghai scene. This chick murdered for over 20 minutes. Murdered. And then that's when I started getting nervous because it was like, you chose me to close the show. How am I going to top that? Oh, shit. And then there was 2 more comics to go before me. And all of a sudden, my heart starts beating faster. My skin starts getting clammier. My hands get clammy. I feel jittery, like I had too many espressos. And next thing you know, it's go time.
100% pure Mongolian yak ass. I'm down here to just take all of them, just rob them bald. Bring them back home so me and my cousins can be on fleek. That's what I'm trying to do.
It's all wound up being a good time.
I mean, come on.
Last time we got a chance to perform, we performed in a huge outdoor venue with well over 600 people. It was 2/3 of the way full for us, but then by the time night fell and it was time for the Mongolian comics to come out, baby, that joint was packed. And although I can't understand a lick of the language, there is nothing like seeing that transference of energy between the crowd and the comedian, and vice versa. When it's just flowing, you give it to him, he's giving it back, and it's just so beautiful to watch. And I got a chance to watch I was really paying attention to 2 really exceptional comics out there and seeing them kill. So it doesn't matter what language somebody's speaking, you know when somebody is murdering the audience. And that was so awesome. Being able to perform in Mongolia was one of the highlights of my comedy career. On top of that, the support and the care shown to us by the organizers was unparalleled. It was such a unique experience. They went ahead and they introduced us to their culture and gave us a chance to know what life was really like for them and their upbringing. They let us know why they do comedy, why they support it, why they wanted to put on the festival. And here's hoping that once things get a little, more manageable globally, that they can continue on and do it annually, because it was such an amazing time and an amazing place. The cultural day, going up to the national park, seeing all this beautiful greenery, the likes of which I have never seen and never imagined existed in Mongolia. It was absolutely breathtaking. And all I wanted to do was sleep in a yurt. To think that's all I wanted to do was just sleep in a yurt. I would have been missing out on so much, but you see us looking at the camels, the horses, the vegetation, the mountain formations, the hills, the valleys, just such lush and green. It was really hot that day, but it didn't matter. The rain came in, cooled stuff out for a little bit. Just all these gorgeous views. And then we got a chance to ride horses. Shut up. We got a chance to ride horses. And this was like the third or fourth time I've ever gotten on a horse in my life. I wasn't scared. I was just enjoying the moment. I am riding a horse in Mongolia. Whew. Life. But check this out. What they looking at? Anyway, this has been my Mongolia story. Don't forget to go ahead and smash that subscribe button. I hope you like, share, comment. Let me know what you want to see in an upcoming video. I'll tell you a little bit more about. Fun fact about the Mongolian diet, it consists of meat and meat products. A sister is lactose intolerant. Okay? One of the cultural drinks. You know how they have sake in Japan, how they have baijiu here in China. In Mongolia, they have fermented horse milk. Now, mind you, a sister likes getting her drink on, but I'm also lactose intolerant. So that's it for my Mongolia story. I hope you've enjoyed it. Don't forget to smash that subscribe button. Like, share, subscribe, comment. Keep coming back. Let me know in the comments how you liked this video and what more would you like to see from your girl. Because trust me, I got stories. Lots of them.